Hello and welcome to a Jurassic World Evolution 3 video. It's kind of long, so I don't think I'm going to do much commentary besides where it's interesting. Yeah, okay. Also, if you don't like watching an abnormally long speed build, you can always just skip to the end, which I recommend, honestly. This is the moment that a big issue occurred. I didn't anticipate the glass overlapping, which subtle foreshadowing caused me to take over an hour to make the corners of this thing. Why do I sound so unenthusiastic? No, your eyes do not deceive you. This is suddenly sped up to 100 times speed because it took me so long to figure out how to make the corners look good. Something that seemingly simple shouldn't take you nearly that long, but it does for me. I think it's important to note at this point in time that I don't usually use the modular building. I like to use blueprints, okay? Time for more filler commentary. Does anyone else that's watching this think my voice sounds really annoying? This totally isn't engagement bait. Anyways, let me know in the comments down below how I can sound less annoying. Please. While I was doing this, I left out a crucial step, which was to copy the dome on top of itself to make that fruit. What fruit? Ahem, as I was saying, while I was doing this, I forgot to copy the roof. Are you kidding? Okay, one more time. I forgot to copy the dome on the roof to make the roof look less boring. Finally, Jesus Christ. The reason I forget to copy the dome over is because I get myself caught up in meaningless tasks, such as lining the roof with a little piece of concrete. I, like, seriously need to get checked for ADHD or something. How do I get distracted by something so stupid so easy? I think making the path such an obnoxious white color was sort of a mistake I made. Sure, it matches the dome, but when have you ever seen a white path in, like, a zoo? Never. I don't know what kind of zoos you guys go to, okay? Forgive me if you have. I don't know how safe a glass fence is for looking at a prehistoric crocodile that could easily devour everyone behind this fence if it so pleased to. But at the same time, alligators and crocodiles can climb, and at least it's not like a chain link fence, right? Why am I sitting here so awkwardly? Why am I still recording? I think after I start getting quicker and better at making large builds, or I don't start my modular building career with a giant biodome, I'm gonna start doing scripted commentary because the millennial pauses are getting annoying to myself, and I'm not even watching this. I'm the one making it. One thing I definitely could have done better was the foliage. I don't know. I'm sort of happy how it came out, but at the same time, it's not my strong suit. I don't think I'm good at this game in general. Let me know what you think in the comments. More engagement bait for you, right? Right, I need to have like 1 billion views to get monetized now on YouTube. Yep. That's not happening anytime soon. If you for some reason enjoy my commentary, I think you should skip to this timestamp, and I'm hopefully gonna remember to edit onto the screen right here. Because, again, this is an obnoxiously and unreasonably long build. And if I did commentary for this, it would be out 4 days late, not just 3. Yeah, this isn't even about the update anymore, is it? And it's dino time. And when I say dino, I mean D-E-I, oh my god! D-E-I-N-O. Was it really that hard? Anyways, yeah, we're putting a Deinosuchus in here in case you didn't look at the thumbnail or read the title. You must be like really illiterate if you didn't do either of those things. If you are, then I'm sorry for saying that. That was kind of... Little did I know at this time, I could have just removed the roof completely and stopped trying to place it in dense foliage and water. And as you'll see, right there. Why did I do that? This is a temporary edition, or at least it was supposed to be. I don't remember if I deleted it later. And I also meant to build a tunnel, but again, I got sidetracked. No, that's new. It's not. I'm getting sidetracked while I'm talking. I'm just like having more millennial pauses too. Oh my god! If you couldn't tell, I just absolutely love that sensor effect. Not really a sensor. Jesus Christ, why am I so stupid? I put that there ironically, by the way, if you couldn't tell. A very funny joke, right? I was just admiring this fat crocodile until the dumb camera got in the way. And that's what I noticed. That's a humongous safety hazard. If you're not watching the video and watching me play select films. There's gonna be like 2 views on this video, I predict, so. What does it matter, dude? This thing has goes with the camera. What am I talking about? That noise in the back that sounds like the screams of the damned are my dogs, by the way. I have to go check on those. Make sure nothing escapes while I'm gone, okay? Okay, I'm back. What did You're a real big help, aren't you? Oh yeah, now fly your little helicopter over there and try to shoot through glass. What an intelligent human being you are! I should just marry that sound effect at this point. Anyways, I lured it out with meat. I think the sensor might have covered that up. I don't know if it did, or I was just too busy blabbering on about meaningless stuff again. Yeah, anyways, might as well just keep talking about random stuff until it happens. And, if you couldn't tell at this point in the build... Oh, yeah, I already built that sign, dude. I just didn't move it over there yet. This is inspired by BIOSPHERE 2. An image of that is hopefully up on screen in case editing me forgets to put it there. I'm probably going to forget to put it there, aren't I? If you made it this far in the build, I hope you're enjoying yourself and you're not, like, held at gunpoint or something. If you are, blink twice. How did I see that? I'm not spying on you through the camera. Or am I? Yeah, it's not funny. Anyways, if you're enjoying it that much where you've watched all the way to here, why not like and subscribe, or at least, comment and tell me that you're being held at gunpoint and forced to watch this. That's pretty useful information to know. You probably need to tell 911 before me, but... yeah, anyways, if you want more content like this, let me know in the comments. I at least enjoy making Jurassic World Evolution 3 content, so... yeah, making more whether you like it or not. I'm so tough, right? Oh my god! think if I could go back and change one thing about this build, if I was better at building. What am I saying? Anyways, if I could go back and change one thing, I'd probably change this hallway because, I mean, it's kind of a unique design, but at the same time, it's a very lazy design. All I had to do is copy and paste an existing corner piece, like a bajillion times, and boom. Quote unquote unique hallway design, not lazy in any way, shape, or form. I'll go quiet for a while again. I'll try to remember to put another timestamp up on screen of when I do start talking again. Yeah. That's silence. Anyways, I thought the view from the hallway window looked a little boring at this point, so I decided to add a giant mountain. Again, for blind people. It looked better before I changed whatever I did, and then I just kept screwing it up. The point of the window in the hallway is so you're reminded you're actually in the desert, but like, woo, cool biosphere dome thing. Woo, it feels like you're in the jungle. Anyways, I felt like this video is lacking, so I decided to build a Desmatosuchus enclosure too. I might continue this build if people want me to, but at the same time, I think I might start working on something more like a series that I can make last longer than, you know, a single standalone dome build. Like, I was thinking an Australian park, or I was gonna say city zoo, but that's very, like, unoriginal, because if you guys watch Evolution Square, if you play this game, I bet you do. She's been talking about that a lot, so. Yeah. This silence might actually last slightly longer than the so-called silence last time, because, you know, I've already blabbered on about everything there is to yap about. And what is there to talk about me making a single dome piece that I can copy in a circle, right? Yeah, I'll start talking whenever I see something that I can actually commentate on. You might notice that this dome area feels a bit more rushed. And again, like the Deinosuchus enclosure, it's like undersized in my opinion. I decided to make it more like a park area. It doesn't look quite natural. Maybe it's the grass or the path running through or the unnatural greenness of it. I don't know, bro. Tried to make it more natural by adding stuff like that fallen log and more variation of foliage, but I think it still ends up looking like you're taking a little walk in a park and there happens to be an ankylosaur, which is actually just a crocodilian. I know, it's not actually a crocodilian. Because everybody was thinking that, I know, right? Okay, that was actually a real cough that time. Believe it or not. Ugh. Bored of building on the Desmatosuchus dome, so that's why I started finicking with a bunch of random meaningless stuff out here, while I was also simultaneously trying to brainstorm about how to connect the walls, and that's when I figured it out. All I have to do is be lazy and not care about the outside. Because realistically, in this park, you wouldn't be walking off the path and see the outside of this hallway, right? So, it doesn't see it right here. I keep being too early. I've done this voiceover a billion times already when I thought it was going to be the right part. But anyways, as you'll see in a moment here, I kind of just loosely connected the hallway to the dome. Because, I mean, what's more entertaining than slowly rotating a triangle until it perfectly snaps onto the side of a dome, right? Okay, I think I fake coughed so much and I'm coughing for real. There it is. This is kind of like the corner part in a way that it takes such a long time. Either I was just so bored out of my mind at this point that it felt like it took a century, or I just took forever. I think after the hallway I started kind of rushing because I was trying to get it done by tomorrow. Let's face it, the update came out 2 days ago, and this was originally supposed to be released on the 11th alongside the update. You know, until I decided it was empty and I needed to add the Desmatosuchus. Yeah. Okay, I need to pee real quick. I'm not gonna do any corny jokes with the dinosaur escaping. I actually need to pee. To be fair, I actually had to check on my dogs earlier too. Right here, I was looking for the fabled sign saying that there was a dinosaur crossing. That's like an oddly specific sign for there to be. In retrospect, with the new small font, I probably could have just made my own custom sign. But again, I was barely, like, sentient at this point in the build. Do these guys just... Is that how baby dinosaurs are made in this game? They phase inside of each other? What are we doing, man? This is so weird. Oh, shut up. There's a very short time until cinematics. The not so cinematic ones, you know? So, see you then, I guess? Alright guys, this is the on-foot tour. Wasn't really gonna add this, but I think it's kind of necessary. You know, those mountains don't really look too big. But also, I thought this was pretty cool. I added a Deinosuchus skeleton along with some benches. Just saw that on the workshop. You know, wouldn't it be like a perfect, serene world if that was in the game? A statue would be nice too. We're in our Deinosuchus jungle section. You can see one in the water and that one slithering, not really slithering, moseying his way over to the food. Maybe we can catch him snapping. And that looks to be the case. You'd think these things would require a goat feeder, but I guess it would be hard to add the goat drinking by the side of the water, and I don't think a Deinosuchus at full sprint would really do so. I'm leaving that in, I don't care. Anyway. And here's our Desmatosuchus area. I think I like this. It's more like natural looking vegetation. I was not expecting these in the new package, to be honest. In the perfect world, we would have done. Ooh, let's see. I'll add it on. Forgot what it's called. It's that one crocodilian thing that's in the water. To be fair, we already got some lagoon divers sword species. Yeah. These things are so weird. Should have put some foliage in here that they would have eaten, so the things are able to shovel them. Then again, that doesn't match the theme I'm doing. I'm just going on and on again. I think even though this is done as fast as I could finish it, I think I might like this dome area more. Like or the round dome part at least. I don't know, I feel like it's kind of grown on me. And this hallway, too. It's not great, but That was a really short tour. I'm kind of just blabbering on, so yeah. If you want me to upload this to the workshop, just comment that down below. Or if you would, for some reason, like to see a continuation of specifically this build, because I kind of left it over. Originally, I was going to add a Desmatosuchus section after this, but again, running on fumes a little. What did I say earlier? There was something funny. Someone dropped that. But yeah, if you have any suggestions for my next park series, let me know. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.